Well, hello to everybody, and welcome to this 2025. It's a new year, a new start, and we've got a whole new agenda in front of us that we're going to be filming and actually posting up here in this YouTube channel. I've got a few changes that I'm actually doing. The first one is there is a trend going on, and I am going to really move my digital photography, digital video to film photography because for several reasons. One, I think that it is imperative that we learn the true basics of photography and film, right? Filming, that is, right? And the only way that you're going to be able to learn the basics is by doing film. That is why when you go to any school, any photography school, any videography school, the first thing that they do is they put a film camera in front of you because there are things that you need to understand. And, with the ages, with the new 2025, the way that cameras are being used, people are actually just buying the camera and putting it in auto, which is okay, it's fine, right? And they don't really know what's going behind the actual process, right, of capturing that photo or that video. So first of all, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. And me and Jasmine are here. And I am going to start off by telling you several things, okay? The first thing is one of my pet peeves, right, was that I wanted to buy a film camera that was good, okay? That was good. And there's so many out there. There's the Canon, there's the Nikon, there's the Olympus, the Leica, and at the same time, that was not expensive. And at the same time, that would be able to be used for this type of videos that I'm actually starting, the series of videos that I'm actually starting. So with that said, I was lucky. And oh my God, was I lucky, all right? I went into a thrift shop and I picked up a film camera. And I only paid, well, it was more than just a film camera because it had the camera, it had two lenses, it had an adapter, and it had a flash and the case. And the camera that I picked was the Olympus OM2N. I'm going to tell you why I picked it. I want to tell you why the benefits of having a camera like this. And the price was no brainer. Okay, for the whole kit, I paid $40. Okay, $40 for the whole kit. These cameras you can pick up very inexpensive, and when you pick these cameras up, a lot of people, they pick up film cameras, and yes, they don't understand the process of film, and they don't understand what was back then, because the film industry, the actual SLR industry has gone through a lot of changes. Where many years ago the cameras were sort of big, right? The Olympus started a new trend. The trend that they started with the OM1 was a trend of super small cameras. Very small, very light. They're full frame, all right? Because, of course, you have to understand that when it's film, there's no such thing as micro APS-C, full frame, or medium format, all right? I mean, there is, but, this is a 35 millimeter camera. And so let me show you the camera. All right, I want to show you what I had to do to it, and sort of explain certain things, right, that excuse me, that I'm going through right now, because I am in the most initial process, which is testing the camera. All right. So first of all, let me tell you. Let me show you the camera. All right. The camera that I picked was the Olympus OM2N, and this is the camera right here. All right. So see if you can see it right there. There's the Olympus OM2N. You can see it right there. All right. And you can see the bottom. Now, let me tell you what happened, okay? I picked it up for $40 because this camera takes 2 batteries right here. And the original Olympus cameras that were built and made in the 70s, they used mercury batteries, right? And this was no different than that camera. So apparently, somebody had not used it for a very long time. And this battery door right here, that you see right here, this battery door was totally sealed. We could not get it open. I could not get it open. No screwdriver, no nothing. So what I had to do is I had to do 2 little small holes, as you can see right there, and use a tool, all right, that would go inside those 2 holes and force it open. And guess what was inside there? What was inside there was a mercury battery. And you know that mercury batteries are not good, right? And so anyways, that was the first thing that I had to do. And then the next thing that I had to do was replace the batteries, because the batteries were dead. Because this particular camera is, you can use it manual, but if it doesn't have batteries in the camera, it does not work. Now, why did I choose this camera? Oh, well, actually, you know, before I go there, before I say that, let me tell you what else I picked, okay? I also picked in this actual kit for $40. There was a very cheap flash, as you can see here, all right? It's, you know, it's just a regular $20 flash. There's nothing, nothing super scientific about it, right? Now, this flash, after testing it, it's not working. All right, so I got a flash that is no good, but I got a camera that is good, right? And so the lenses that was actually with the camera was a 28 millimeter 3.5. It was not an Olympus lens. It was an off-brand lens. I think Sears used to have that, right? And it also had this particular lens that I'm using here, which is the 50 millimeter 1.8, which is beautiful, right? And it had a adapter from Olympus mount to a PK All2 mount, which is very popular back then with the Tamron lenses, where you could just change the bottom of the lens, and you could use that same lens with different cameras, whether it was Nikon, Olympus, or etc. Right? And I got a little case, right? So I sold the case. I sold the 28 millimeter lens because I wasn't impressed with the with that particular focal length, and it was a 3.5. And what else did I sell? I sold the adapter, right? For all those 3 things, I got $60. So this camera that I paid $40 actually came out free. $20 profit so far, and I used that $20 for the this particular camera. I used it to buy a rubber hood to protect the lens, right? Because it did not, it had a rubber hood, but it was dry rotted. So I replaced that. I cleaned the camera. I bought the batteries, and I bought the cheapest film that you could get. Now, I bought the cheapest film not because I want to buy the cheapest film, but because I don't want to spend any money when I'm testing the camera. I'm just testing the camera. I just want to know if the camera works. So what I got, okay, was the let me see if I can show you over here. I think I have it over here. I want to show you what I got. It's right here. I got the Ilford, okay? The Ilford FP4 Plus. It is a black and white film. It is only like $6, $7, but it has a 24 exposures. It is very inexpensive, but that's all I need. That's all I need because my first agenda, right, is to test the camera. So that is where I'm at right now with this camera. And I also got I bought an original Olympus strap for it. So now I've got a complete Olympus setup here. Excuse me. That is actually according to film enthusiasts, it is actually the best camera of that time. Now, let me explain. All right, let me explain the reasons why it makes it so interesting and so much better than all the other cameras, in my opinion. Right? Okay, so the first thing is, yes, a lot of people were telling me about the Nikon FE, the Nikon FE2. This camera is smaller than the Nikon FE and the Nikon FE2. What the Nikon brand has is that it has some benefits, right? And but not a whole bunch, okay? Not a whole bunch. And this one has other benefits that the Nikon doesn't have. So the first thing that I like about this camera is, I don't know if you guys are actually used to doing photography or film. Usually when you hold the camera, you are actually using your left hand if you're right-handed, right, and the other hand to hold it, or vice versa, right? But one of the hands actually lays on the lens. When you're trying to compose and you're trying to shoot an actual shot, okay, photography shot, the worst thing that you can do is that while you are looking through the viewfinder, the worst thing that can happen is that as you try to do your adjustments, you're doing this. You're actually doing this, and you're looking for your knobs up in here to do your adjustments. What was very clever with Olympus, and it's the only company that did this, is that everything is on the lens. All right. When I say, well, you know, most of it is on the lens. As you can see, okay, down here, the very bottom, okay, the bottom with the numbers in blue and in white, that's your shutter speed. So if I need to adjust my shutter speed, it's on the lens. So with the same hand that I am actually focusing, using to focus, using to open up my aperture, it actually is controlling everything at the lens. So I can do this, and I can have everything right here, and it's a much better setup than having to do this, okay, and then having to do this and trying to find where it is, or having to look where it's at, and you know, that sort of stuff, right? So that's the first thing. The next thing is that this camera can be used manually or in auto, and the pictures that the camera is supposed to produce, if it is functioning well, right, is outstanding. It's really outstanding. So right now, this is a black and white film that I've got here, which I think I've shot maybe like 4 pictures or 3 or 4 pictures, and I need to finish the roll. I need to send it out to see what is actually what is the camera actually doing? Is it working? Is it not working? One of the things that I will be testing is my bokeh, my auto settings. When I actually set it at 1.8, 1.8 will give you a little bit more bokeh, or if I set it at f8, which is a little bit more cleaner and more crisper, and all the different options that I have, the manual options that I have in this camera. That is the reason why I am using this particular film. Now, once I get that film back, right, and I see and I analyze everything that this camera is doing, whether it's working fine or not, right, then I will go to my next step, which is doing color photography and that sort of stuff. But this is where I'm at right now. So this camera right here, I picked up for $40. I sold the lens, I sold the case, I sold the adapter, I think that's all I sold, right? And I sold that for $60, right? For $60. So actually, the camera came out free. So this is why I love Olympus. When I was young in the 70s, I used to work at a camera store. All right, I used to work, and back then there was no digital stuff. All right, it was all film, and it was between the Canon A1, which was the best back then, the Nikon F1. Olympus was competing, but Olympus had the smaller cameras. Who else? Pentax, I think, was just coming in the market. But yes, okay. So this is a very small camera, very small camera, and I actually am thrilled and excited to put it to a test. All right, and you guys are going to help me do this test, and I'm going to show you when I do my photography what actually is the stuff that is that's doing, and what exactly is it that I am doing to be able to capture the actual photo, right? So now, with that said, the last video that I did was I told you that I was going to from this next video, which is this one, all right, I was going to be giving away stuff, all right? And every time that I have a video, if you subscribe, all right, if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you are subscribed to my Instagram, and if you're subscribed to my Facebook, you are able to actually enter into these raffles. And so for this particular video, okay, what I am going to be giving is something that will help you, and I think it's one of the nicest and well explained books, right? And it is Understanding Exposure by Brian Peterson. All right, it's brand new. This Understanding Exposure by Brian Peterson has a lot of different photos. It explains aperture. It explains depth of field. I think it's a nice add-on, right, to any of your collections with, you know, if you have any books pertaining to photography. It's very nice. It's very well made. It's very high gloss pages. It's a very nice book. All right. And so this is the first gift that I'm going to be sending. So if you subscribe and you subscribe to the YouTube, you subscribe to my Instagram, and you subscribe to my Facebook, I'll leave all those links on the description below this video. If you subscribe, you can enter to win this book, and the winner of this book will be announced on my next video. And on my next video, I will announce who is the winner. All right, and I will send it off to whoever wins, and I will have something new that I'll be giving for that particular next video. Right, so we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways. We're gonna be start doing a lot of nice things, right, that I think is gonna benefit dealing with photography, with travel, all that kind of stuff, right? And as it is right now, we're looking at being able to expand this channel, but this channel now is going to be focused more on film. All right, I don't want to focus the channel on digital. Many people are doing digital, and I don't want to do that. I want to do the basics. All right, I think that that might help you more understanding exposure, aperture, the difference in color, depth of field. You know, understanding all of that, and how to control it, and all those great things that, you know, for an enthusiast, right, comes in very natural, right? So anyways, if you haven't subscribed, sorry about that. Okay, if you haven't subscribed, I'm sick. Okay, and I'm trying to get away from my from this flu that I have. Right. So anyways, with that said, if you haven't subscribe. You know how to do all the stuff that I've asked. So you can enter the drawing for this Understanding Exposure. So this is the first video on this Olympus, all right, which I am presenting to you. Right now, I've got the film in it. As you can see, I've got the film on that, right? And yep, and we just gotta wait till I finish shooting the whole film, the whole roll, right? Send it out. It's gonna take about a couple of weeks to get it back, maybe less, right? And let me see what it can do. And then from that point, if it's working, I took it to a very renowned repair guy here in Orlando. And he took a look at it and he told me it was working 100%. He's never seen a camera in that good of a condition, right? Not from the Olympus, right? And so, yeah. So, anyways, until the next video, okay, me and Jasmine, where's Jasmine? Jasmine, Jasmine's right here. Hey, see, that's Jasmine. All right, we're doing some work out here. And yeah, so I'll see you on the next video, okay? Bye-bye.